everyone, it's Eon here. It's time to preview what we might be seeing in July 2024. This is for Sci-Fi or Grimdark Future, whatever it is that you want to call it. So we don't have all the Patreons here, and we have some Patreons here that we don't have in fantasy as well. So first up, we have Archvillain Games, usually does both a fantasy and a sci-fi release, and they are doing an Atom Core. So here we have the Atom Core Carrier. You see it comes with a turret, and over on the right you can see it comes without turret. We have the Atom Core Culverin, which comes in 1, 2, 3, and 4 varieties. Here we have the Dominator 1 and 2, and the Obliterator, very similar miniature. I'm sure it's different layout weapon-wise. The Atom Core Prospector seems to be a unique figure. And then we have the Strelette 1 and 2, and 3 and 4, and 5. Next up, we have Cyberforge Studios. They are returning to 5 parsecs from home with appropriate characters there. Since this is just a preview, we're not going to do deep dives into each of these miniatures, but you can see them all there at a glance. So if you're playing 5 parsecs from home, or if you need miniatures to play it, Cyberforge has you covered. For their Grimdark armies, we see some more of the Sandforged Order. So we saw them start this up last month, and we can see some more. Again, we're not going to go deep diving into this because this is just a preview. There's also lots of terrain here. Pipes or industrial are often very popular for sci-fi futuristic campaigns. Next up, we have OnePage Rules, and OnePage Rules is continuing with their elf fleets. Or is it high elf fleets? I think it's just elf fleets. And you can see the different characters. They have lots of your everyday grunt characters. And I think it's very interesting to note that if you'll notice, the little creature is actually showing teleportation. So one shows the creature coming out, and one shows the creature going in. And I saw that on the live stream where they were talking about that, and I thought that was a pretty cool feature that they pointed out. So I have often gone back and forth with Papsicles and wanted to try to do that, but they're kind of difficult to figure out. They have multiple tiers, and I saw that they had a post that said July 2024 full preview, and I said, you know what, let's do it. So this is a preview. This is not everything they are offering, and they do offer different things in different aspects. So we see the Zombie Serpent Skull Hunter, and the WYPMCS Operator, and they have multiple sculpts for those. We're not going to show all of those here. They have an army called the Democracy Troopers, and they have multiple versions of these guys as well. The thing that I've always really liked about Papsicles is their actual mechs, their robots, those types of things. And so you can see over here the Exomech Defender Model B. I think it's the only one they have for this month. And then you see, like here, the Industries Colonial Democracy Transport, which I think looks like a pretty cool rover. Kind of reminds me of the one from Lost in Space on Netflix, the more recent live-action reboot that was done. And then we can see the Democracy Shield Generator Sentry as well. So the Democracy Troopers, here we see one of their characters. We can also see the Compumaton Fabricator? Compumaton? I'm not sure how you say that now that I'm trying to say it. And then we have a few characters. Human Colonial Marine Sergeant James Meadows. Nice, very nice looking figure. And then of course, Papsicles often does a lot with Xenos. So we see things like this, as well as we see these Berserker Skull Hunters. They do a lot of those miniatures as well. So you're often getting varieties of those. And I'll be honest, sometimes I look at Papsicles and I'm like, didn't you already release this miniature? But it's probably just a different sculpt, and I'm not realizing that. And then we see Human Colonial Marine Private Michael Brown as another example. So anyway, that is a very quick preview of what could be coming up in the sci-fi. Again, this is not everything, but I don't think Station Forge has released any previews. I didn't see anything that I could find from Puppets War. And I know there's lots of other Grimdarks out there that if you know of one that you'd like to see me include or you think I should include, by all means, please leave a comment below and I'll look into it. And I'll see you in July when we actually review the sci-fi releases. See you then.